Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and the patch that was supposed to go live on Monday went live on Tuesday, late Tuesday. Did it blow up the game again? Did it make everyone Sudoku? Or is Arfus finally under control? Are the hackers taken care of? Or was it just another disaster? We're gonna go into all of it and why I feel like not so much, and you guys really should try and check out Twist if you have a chance, because it's just a really cool mode, and we'll talk about everything going on. And yeah, Arfus is still a really, really good boy, as well as fully preview a new portrait in the shop, Squirrel Alleria. She's absolutely nuts. Okay, maybe not, but you know, squirrel nuts. We got to do that. And as always, if you enjoy the content on the channel and you feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like as we're on the road to 83,000 subscribers. So the reason I have my legend here in Twist, not because I'm flexing. Okay, maybe this tiny little man is flexing a little bit that he got to legend in Twist, is that I got to legend in Twist with Arfus post-patch. Post-patch, when he went down to 25 HP, my own personal sample size, 73%. A lot of heroes got adjusted last patch. I'll link the patch notes down below if you want to take another look at it. We had a video covering all the changes, but Arfus was the biggest card to get hit. Lost 10 HP, but he was like S tier, God tier broken, and we're all like, is it gonna be enough to dial him back in to not be the best deck in the format, to be beatable? Well, one of those things have kind of come true. And if we look at the stats, there's like nothing on HS Replay, but on Donkey.top from Diamond through Legend, Legend stats are like really minor, narrow. You will see that Arfus is still the best deck in the game in Twist, despite losing 10 health. It went live with 35, and with 25, he's still the best. But if we look at the actual win rates, it's not as bad. He was at like 70% around that before. It's dialed back over 10%, and other classes are emerging. I lost. I tweeted out, I finally lost to a non-Arfus deck playing Arfus. And the reason I'm playing Arfus is I really love the Rainbow DK style. It's just fun. Arfus is a good boy. I like the archetype, and also it's just broken, so it's fun to play a broken thing too. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it was a good way to test things out. I was just beating you can see, these were all after the patch. I was facing Arfus. It took 5 opponents to face someone playing another deck, and yeah, stomped a Leroy, stomped a Kael'thas, but I lost to Nas, and the deck that gave me a really hard time is the one in second, Alakir. If you're looking to really target Arfus, it's certainly a way to go. I faced one of the devs playing this, and he just destroyed me, because you can play like an elemental evocation. You can play an aqua archivist and cheat out like a 5-mana legendary, and then get 2/2/3 taunts, and it's like, how do you deal with that? Even Deathlight struggles with that. It's a lot of stats, and you only have 25 health. Your health, you feel like you're dying the whole time you're playing Arfus. So it is still the best deck, but there is wiggle room. There is finally a chance to actually beat it playing like an Alakir. Kael'thas seems to be doing all right, but if we look at across all ranks where we have the most stats, Lich King's doing really well. It's really close there too, especially the scam of like just getting a big corpse bride, a lot of stats, and we got Omu's doing pretty all right. Zul'jin has looked good. Alakir, I think, is the second best deck. It looked impressive. Nas is having success. So there are decks out there that can win. There are just so many bad decks, and it's like the biggest shame in the mode is there's so many decks that just suck that you don't want to play, like Dr. Boom, and Cthulhu's probably the most sad one. Like, I feel like people really want to play Cthulhu. It's one of the most popular decks. Like, it's got over on here, what, 2,500 games. But it's so bad. 34% win rate, right? Like, it's atrocious, but people love Cthulhu. They just keep playing it anyways, despite the fact they can't win, which is, I think, a great sign of a mode where a deck can be fun enough that you lose this much and you still keep trying, right? On ladder, you lose a couple games, you just give up right away. People are trying desperately. It needs some serious buffs. It's running old cards. They can't compete with new cards. It's the power creep thing, right? Like, that's the main reason you see, like, you know, Arfus and Lich King killing it. They don't have old cards. All the new cards are great. They don't have that handicap. Plus, they have good hero passives, hero powers. It's unfair. What I'm trying to say is it's hard to compete. unless you're playing a few of the top decks. But before it was just Arfus, right? Arfus was the only playable deck, and thankfully Alleria is one of the best heroes. It is free. You could get Kael'thas for free as well. It is playable. It's just like the other free heroes like Cthulhu or Fom absolutely suck. So I will say this patch was not a disaster. It is a work in progress. This is by far the most fun twist mode I have played. I think it's really awesome. The big glaring thing about it, besides minor accessibility, because yeah, crafting legendary can be expensive, but overall compared to what it's been, it's better. But it's just the balance, the disparity between the good and bad decks is still so extreme, and it really shouldn't be that way. They should, especially when they're pre-built, self-contained, you would hope that they would have figured out a closer playing field for these. And even after this first batch of health changes, we're still so far away. So we'll see how it develops. He said they're going to do weekly changes. The health changes can help. We've seen it help a little bit, but it's more about just creating more polarized matchups, and we'll have to wait for that. What I think will have to be the real big thing is like an actual like data patch where they can actually do deck list changes, hero power changes, right? Like making Arfus hero power 1 mana, maybe make the, or sorry, like 2 mana, maybe make the Cthulhu hero power 0 mana, maybe make the minion you discover cost 1 less, right? Like there's definite options they can make to make those decks better, but they have to do it through non-health means, and we're not there yet. But please, if you haven't tried Twist, I really recommend it. If you want to play a free hero, Alleria is great. It's really good, and you can play Kael'thas. I think all you have to do is get an Ashes of Outland pack. You can try it out. That's all you got to do. You don't have to play any of these other wild ones, and I feel like you can have a pretty decent time. And it's also really nice to see they actually are promoting the mode. They actually put out a tweet with John McIntyre. He's the dev that beat me on ladder really badly, like promoting mode, like that's actually there. So that's something we have yet to actually see with Twist at all in almost a year. This is the first video promo for Twist. So they're trying to make it work. It's all I've been asking for, and it's really awesome right now. It just, man, the balance needs to get there. Oh, and I haven't faced a single hacker. I do think the hacker situation has been taken care of, and no turn 1 or 0 blow up. So that's pretty good. And lastly, we have the shop update with the brand new Hunter portrait, a basic one, but it's for Ben Hearthstone basically. The Squirrel Alleria bundle. It comes with 5 Hunter packs. You get this Squirrel Alleria, who does not sound very squirrelish. I gotta say, her emotes, not really what I was expecting. It costs $10 USD, 1250 Canadian, 1,000 runestones. It's more of a basic portrait, so no big animations, no animated hero power, and she sounds and looks like this.
Alleria versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Don't let my size fool you. I'm deadly. Hey there. In a nutshell, you're amazing. I'll have to forge a thank you gift. That's nuts. That makes me feel squirrely. You are barking up the wrong tree. I'll bury you. My regrets. Masterful. I concede.
So again, pretty cool. I mean, she says nuts. It can't be that bad, and I'm enjoying it. And then there's a couple of returning portraits you can get with gold, with Ember Court Illidan for 1,000 gold, or like 750 Canadian, or 750 USD, 875 Canadian, or you can get the Juggler Morgul for 1,000 gold, or 750 USD, 875 Canadian. So if you missed out on those and you like them, you can get them for gold or for some money, or, you know, not runestones. How about that? So there you go. Patch, not really a disaster. Definitely not where we need to be with Twist, but it's a lot better than it was. And again, I can't recommend the mode enough. I'm having a really good time with it, despite the fact it's so horribly imbalanced. But also, I'm a Arfus fanboy. I love that good boy, so maybe that makes me a little bit more on the buy side of it. But I do think, yeah, again, there's other heroes you could kind of try out, but it's a mixed bag to say the least. Anyways, let me know how you're feeling about everything going on right now. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.